everyone, Reborn8 here with R8 Gaming with another driver's side chat. Today I'm going to be talking about FIFA 15. I say FIFA 15 because, well, it's FIFA 15 and not another one of the FIFAs. I think it's every year another FIFA comes out. But yeah, talking about FIFA 2015. So, why I wanted to talk about FIFA 2015 or FIFA 15 is what it is. It's a soccer game. EA Sports, they've pretty much done a very good job throughout the years of putting these FIFA games together. The graphics are pretty amazing in the game. Gameplay is very realistic. Of course, you can build a player, so you can go into the game. You can go into a quick match, or you choose a team that's already out there, like a Barclays Premier League team or Serie A, Premier whatever. You pretty much just play with a soccer team that's already out there and already established, or you can kind of create your own team or your own ultimate player, which is kind of cool because it's that player. As you use that player throughout the seasons, that player will mature and become a better player. You can be a better, maybe gets quicker, faster, a better kicker, a better goalkeeper, reflexes better, his passing ability, his long pass ability better, his shot taking is better. But I think the biggest part of FIFA that people like, and I remember when I first played FIFA, is something called FUT, or Ultimate Team, FIFA Ultimate Team. Now, what FIFA Ultimate Team allows you to do is to take any player from any established known team and put them in your own squad. So it allows you to build your own squad based off of your own favorite players. So the way you get points is in the beginning, you kind of have a pretty much a generic type of team. These guys are real players, but they're kind of low-end players. They might be all bronze or silver players and only a few gold players, which are the better league players. But as you play, you get points when you win, when you accomplish certain feats within the game. You get points that you can use to purchase other players off the transfer market. Now, this transfer market is pretty big because players can put up their players for sale, or you can buy these packs to try to get new players and hopefully maybe get a really, really good player. So with Ultimate Team, as you get, like I said, you get better and you customize your squad, and your squad gets a certain star ranking. What you do then is you go online and you compete on the pitch against other players. So this can be very, very fun. One of the things, when it connects. Now I say when it connects because when I had FIFA 14, I was getting a lot of errors and just a lot of issues with connection, where I would disconnect, and if you disconnect, you automatically lose. It's considered a forfeit, and it was very frustrating because it makes your win-loss ratio look pretty bad after a while if it keeps doing that in game, or before a game even starts up. The issue I had was I would get to the point where the other team was there, and their squad comes up with their formation, and you're kind of waiting for it to go into the game, into the pitch where you're playing the person, and it never did. It just would continue looping and looping. You see this kind of thing like it's thinking over and over and over. It would just stay like that, and you'd have to kind of pretty much just Control-Alt-Delete out of it and in the game that way. You pretty much just have to crash out of the game, which sucked. But with FIFA 15, it seems like they've corrected a lot of that. I have not once had that happen to me so far. It could be something on their side, on my side, but whatever, it's not happening. So, I mean, when you play, I think a game like soccer, because you gotta, it's not like you have to learn all these different abilities of a player. Like the different star settings of a player will allow that player to do certain feats. And certain players, if they're a striker like Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, they have these abilities that other players don't. They can do foot maneuvers a lot better. They can dribble a lot better. But every character that you play with on FIFA Ultimate Team um, has the ability of the actual real player in real life. So they try to model them very similar to the real life player. And everybody has their favorites. Like myself, one of my favorite players, Italian player El Shaarawy. Shaarawy, I believe how they say it. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but he's a left wing. Plays for Serie A. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but that's how I say it. Milan, AC Milan, and I just like that. I like his style of playing. I've seen YouTube videos of him playing, and he's one of my favorite strikers, I guess you can say. But actually, he is my favorite one. One of my favorite football players is El Shaarawy. But it's cool to be able to build your squad, build your team up and play with them, the cool thing is you have the chemistry thing. So if you have two players that are from the same nationality, when they're linked together in your squad, there's a certain bond there. So certain things will happen. The chemistry, as they call it, will be better between those two players. So maybe like when one player kicks to the other one, that kick is a little bit cleaner and better than like if you had somebody from Brazil kicking to someone from Spain, two different nationalities. Not saying that, and it's realistic, not saying because you got a football player from Brazil and a football player from Spain, if you kick the ball, it's just going to go shoot way off target, They're all professional ball players, but I think they look at there's a certain chemistry. Actually, they use the term chemistry between players of the same nationality, even closer if they're from the same club, too. I think that's like when you get a full green, that means you have a very good connection, like same nationality, or at least you're the same club. If you're from the same club, they have a very good chemistry between each other because they play with each other all the time. So they take that they take the star ranking and the chemistry of the team into play. So when you're building up your team, say you're Premier League, and you might want to have all players from that league, the Premier League, Barclays Premier League. And then if you have, that might give you a connection of yellow because they're all on the same league. But if you have them on like Manchester United, two players from Manchester United together, then you have that green link there. I mean, it's a very good bond between those two. So, you mix and match, you do what you want to do, or do what you feel like you need to do for your team to make it a better team than your opponent. So I've had FIFA 15 for a couple weeks now, and have played, and I really enjoy it. I think they've done a really good job with the graphics, the gameplay, very realistic, the replays. It looks like it's very clean. It's an awesome looking game. If you've never seen it, I urge you to go on to YouTube, check it out. Check out some of the play that people that might have recorded. Myself, I usually go on my Twitch account when I'm playing and live stream. If anybody wants to check it out, check out my Twitch account, Reborn8. But it's a fun game. If you like football or soccer, however you may say it, check it out. It has a lot of excitement to the game, and it's very big. Soccer is a very large sport worldwide, so it has a big following. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. They do have a demo too, so you don't have to pay for it. The first one, you can check it out, see if you like it, and if you want to pay for it, pay for it. If not, just you have a demo. Like I said, it's not that much you can do in the demo, but it gives you a kind of a feel and taste of the game. But FIFA 15, pretty cool. Well, that's pretty much it for this week's driver side chats from me. Had a long week this week. Had my yearly sales meeting this week, so I was pretty tired for most of the week. But you know what? Tired or not, you're always going to get the chats from me on the normal work days. So if there's a vacation day or whatever, a holiday, you're not going to get them. But the other days, like it's Martin Luther King Jr.'s day on Monday, you didn't get it on Monday, but during the weekday, you're going to get a driver's side chat from me. And I'm going to come up with something. I'm going to talk about something dealing with gaming, because that's what I do. So you all have a great weekend out there. Enjoy your gaming. Game fair, game fun, game to win. But that's pretty much it for Reborn 8, R8 Gaming. And as always, brothers and sisters, game on.